Congratulations, you found Access TV, the show that gets you inside PlayStation. Coming up this week, we discover unknown bear-like qualities during a trip to Las Vegas, and we drop in on a very special SingStar-related world record attempt. But before all that, it's time to pretend we liked Spain all along, because our game of the week is UEFA Euro 2012. Can you feel it? It's inching ever closer. That time when Mars bars changed their name to Believe, and when EA Sports wheel out an official tournament tie-in wrapped in gloss and this time flowers. Yes, UEFA Euro 2012 is here and looking prettier than a meadow in spring thanks to lovely floral menus and FIFA 12's still gorgeous player likenesses. Let's just hope that...
Hello, I'm Clive Tilsley. With me today is Andy Townsend.
Oh, good.
I am well and truly on the fence today, Mr. Tilsley. I can't separate these two.
Facepalm commentary aside, UEFA Euro 2012 is everything you'd want from a companion title to the second best footy tournament on the planet. The main mode sees you steering your country of choice from the group stages to that fabled silver trophy, while all stadia, teams and players are present and correct. Apart from Wales. Wales aren't licensed. Probably something to do with them not qualifying. Cheer up, Gavin Belth. You might not look like Gareth Bale, but your stats are eerily similar. See? Crocking golf, Gavin. Branch out from the glitz of the main tournament and you'll discover Expedition Mode, a sort of life-sucking FIFA-themed game of Risk that has you starting with a squad of no-hopers and gradually conquering Europe by beating other teams and nicking their best players. It's a mode crafted from pure addiction. Taste victory once and you'll be tugged into a compulsive obsession with defeating the continent, like some sort of footballing Napoleon.
Towards the heads, tries a header, it's in, it's Rooney's goal!
On the pitch is where UEFA Euro 2012 shines brightest, however. FIFA 12's robust gameplay engine provides authenticity in spades. Case in point, England's capitulation from 2-1 up against the Dutch, as seen here.
Goal, big chance! He's given him the lead!
It's the realism that fuels those moments of magic. Because let's be honest, this is as close to seeing brave JT and co lifting that cup as you're ever likely to get. UEFA Euro 2012 is available as a downloadable add-on to FIFA 12 right now. So lace up your goal boots and get scoring. Oi! Everything that isn't news, get out! It's time for your PlayStation briefing! Excited about the Olympics then? Well, now you don't even have to pretend, because London 2012 will soon be arriving in PS3 form and has ditched athletic button bashing in favour of a rhythm-based approach.
Taking a rhythm-based, but making it a fast rhythm, making it a fast pace, but also changing it up for some events so that once you've got it, you've still got to keep working at it.
That's all lovely, Jamie, but how fast can you sprint 100 metres in real life?
In real life? To be honest, I get a cab.
Quite unlike the masked hero from Bethesda's Dishonored then, who neglects ground traversal in favour of leaping across grimy rooftops like a steampunk Ezio Auditore. Also Creed-like is all the steel in necks, but Dishonored dodges any accusations of plagiarism by including stilt-sporting soldiers armed with bows of fire. Wow, they really don't like jaywalkers, do they? A bit less brown is the magical land of Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch, which sees young orphan Oliver whisked into a world of dragons, massive snakes and walking Welsh lanterns. If Studio Ghibli's artistic flair had you thinking this is solely for the kids, however, then check out Oliver's magic spell that turns enemies into Ron Jeremy. Don't worry, mums, he didn't really say that. And finally, if you thought video games and fashion couldn't possibly go together, then here's irrevocable proof that you're totally 100% right. The fancy-haired folk of Final Fantasy XIII-2 have been kicked through the Prada fashion mill and come out looking like this. I'm sorry, Lightning darling, but those spots just do not work for you. That's it for news this week. We'll hit you with another briefing next time. Leaving Discville for the winding digital hills now, it's our roundup of the week's best on the store. Hitting the ground, well, sort of shambling actually, is Telltale Games' episodic adaptation of graphic novel turned TV drama The Walking Dead. Obviously this means zombies, but The Walking Dead is no mindless killfest. It also has story, characters and high-octane games of deadly hide and seek.
Can you see me?
probably be fine. Just in case though, let's heroically stop watching. Even trendier than zombies right now are dragons, thanks to a certain open-world RPG and a certain fancy throne-based drama. And if you prefer scaly leather to flaking skin as a place to sink your steel, then you may want to try out the playable demo of One Dragon's Dogma. Less about the stale religious beliefs of winged lizards and more about thonking fantasy monsters in a warrior foursome. Try it out firsthand from the PlayStation Store today. Just as playable, stabby and demo-y is Ninja Gaiden 3. If you're unsure whether or not to take the plunge with Ryu and his cheek-hugging rubber onesie, then may we suggest this free starter course in the art of slicing a man from hip to shoulder. The key things to remember are show no mercy, fire dragons from your hands, and show no mercy.
I got a family, mate.
It never gets old, and nor will he. Lastly, for PS Vita owners, if you sucked all the fun out of Mod Nation races, you can now slip behind the wheel of the absurdly named Ben 10 Galactic Racing. No idea where the other 9 Ben games went, but this one is colourful karting fun and available to download from the PlayStation Vita store today. That's it from the store for now. We'll be back with more downloadables next week. Say hello to gamer, dad and all-round hero Julian Hill, who last week played SingStar for a mammoth 24 hours to raise money for Great Ormond Street Hospital. Here he is before his crooning marathon to explain why.
A year ago my daughter had a congenital heart condition known as the Trilogy of Fellows, and she needed to have an operation, open heart surgery, if she was going to survive beyond a year. And Great Ormond Street did that. They saved my daughter's life. And I wanted a way of thanking them. And to be honest, I've taken it to an illogical conclusion, and I'll be singing for 24 hours non-stop to raise as much money as I can.
24 hours is a long time, so long in fact that it represents an official world record, and Julian started his huge task with a bit of Take That.
Today this could be the greatest day.
A website kept track of donations as they inched towards the £1,500 target, while a live web stream broadcast Julian's efforts through the night. Finally, at 10 o'clock the following morning, after singing for 24 and a half hours, Julian rounded off with an emotional version of Rule the World, dedicated to Amelia. Massive congratulations to Julian and his amazing support team. If you'd like to make your own donation, the details are on the screen now. What's that, Namco Bandai? Would we like to come to Las Vegas to check out a bunch of upcoming PS3 games? No. We mean yes! Quick everyone, to America's capital of moral fortitude! Gravity-busting shooter Inversion was there, along with this tantalising glimpse of a fully phasered Star Trek game. And so was this lady pretending to be a deadly teenage gymnast, which can only mean that Access favourite Katsuhiro Harada was nearby to talk about Tekken Tag Tournament 2.
We've included a feature called Fight Lab that will really appeal to newcomers to the series. They'll be able to play through a variety of mini-games, building up their combat and teaching them how to fight. After the player finishes these, they'll realise just how much their skills as a Tekken player have improved.
Looking sharp, Harada-san. Also guesting at the event were Codemasters titles Dirt Showdown and F1 2012, which we like again now that Lewis Hamilton isn't rubbish.
As well as the racing aspects of the game and the destruction aspects of the game, we've also brought along Hoonigan. It's kind of an extension of what we did with Dirt 3, and we're taking it to the next level in terms of making it accessible enough for people to pick up and play, but then obviously still hard to master because it's certainly the most skillful aspect of the game. So yeah, Hoonigan's going to be where you can show off your best tricks, pull off drifts, donuts, jumps, spin dryers, everything that you shouldn't probably be doing in a car, you're going to be able to do in the Hoonigan modes.
I do think that 2012 will be a lot easier for people to get into. One of the things that we're trying to do this year is make it a lot more accessible by hosting something called the Young Drivers Test, which actually happens in Formula One. And it's an opportunity for drivers that haven't been in Formula One before to actually trial the car, to work with the team and get a little bit of confidence before hopefully getting a contract to race in the following season. So it will just bring people in a lot more now.
And that was Vegas. So money, and it didn't even know it. Thanks thanks to all at Namco and Cody's for making it possible. Before we head off, we just have time to tell you about next week's Game of the Week, Sniper Elite V2. Well, we would do, only it's wandered off somewhere. Oh no, look out, Fernando Llorente! Oh, cheer up, Spain, he was only diving. And look, you've won a penalty. Hooray! Tune in next time when we really will have Sniper Elite V2. No footballers with giant mullets were harmed during the production of this programme.